Good evening, everyone, from the southwest coast of Florida, where we are still being buffeted by Hurricane Ian, just hours after the eye of the storm made its much-dreaded landfall south of us this afternoon. Blasting ashore near Cayo Costa, its fierce winds spinning at nearly 150 miles an hour. A major Category 4 storm now tied for the 5th strongest hurricane in U.S. history and continuing to sow damage as we come on the air. A jaw-dropping storm surge still sweeping ashore right now, though officials say it is peaking. It left waters flooded in Naples, inundating homes and cars. New damage pictures from the storm testifying to its strength. Power outages affecting more than 1 million customers, but it's American landfall just the beginning of Ian's strike on Florida. The now slightly weakened storm now marching towards Florida's east coast, where massive rains could spell the next leg of this long-play disaster. Hurricane Ian barreling ashore midday as a catastrophic Category 4 storm near Cayo Costa, Florida. 155-mile-per-hour winds lashing the coast, just 2 miles an hour short of the most devastating Category 5. Tonight, entire neighborhoods are underwater. In Naples, this fire station flooding, firefighters scrambling to secure their trucks and save what they can, while destructive waves washed a refrigerator out of a home, leaving it floating in the street.
Hurricane Ian is and will continue to be a very dangerous and life-threatening storm. And this is going to be for the days ahead.
Ian, a monster storm that strengthened quickly overnight. Over 2.5 million Floridians were given mandatory evacuation orders in the days leading up to landfall. By 7 a.m., Governor Ron DeSantis warning it was now too late to leave.
It's no longer possible to safely evacuate. It's time to hunker down and prepare for this storm. This is a powerful storm that should be treated like you would treat if a tornado was approaching your home.
This eerie video shows the water that usually makes up Tampa Bay sucked out to sea ahead of the storm. A reported tornado ripping the roof off this apartment complex in Delray Beach.
All of a sudden I felt something and then heard like a train coming right through the house.
Another damaging several small planes. By late morning, powerful winds were already hitting the coast in Sarasota. Heavy wind damage is a given in a storm of this size, but the big variable, always the storm surge. How much water ultimately will be forced inland? Who and what may be cut off by it? In Naples, stunning scenes as the storm surge pushed these cars down a flooded street. The city seeing its highest water levels ever. The surge in Fort Myers could reach a dangerous 18 feet. 250 miles of Florida coastline could see a storm surge of 12 feet. So you had anticipated landfall as early as yesterday?
Yes.
The mayor of Sarasota telling me residents should brace for the worst.
It's going to be historic flooding. Is what we're anticipating. We're almost guaranteeing that the grid is going to go down in some respects, so we're asking people to plan for not having electricity for some time.
Tonight, many downtowns looking more like ghost towns. Some did not heed the evacuation orders.
It's my home. It's the only thing I have.
Still, officials say most got out while they still could. At a shelter in Sarasota, I met Stephanie Loring and Jim Wright. What is it like to suddenly be confronted with leaving your home and not knowing what you're going to come back to?
Yeah, it's scary. I'm concerned. It's scary, but we buttoned everything up.
They evacuated their mobile home with their service dog, Adam. Was it a tough call?
No, not on my part, because it's an emergency evacuation. Anyone living in a mobile home should evacuate.
Did you leave some neighbors behind who opted to stay?
Oh, there's a lot, yeah.
Sephora Moyse left her home with her parents and younger siblings.
We're worried about falling trees because we have a bunch of trees around our house, so we're scared that one's going to fall.
And tonight, predictions that devastating storm will not move away from Florida rapidly.
It's 24 hours of rainfall, 24 hours of winds pushing the water. That's 24 hours that you'll see some impacts associated with this.
Governor DeSantis saying the state has resources in place to start moving in as soon as it's safe, including 30,000 linemen on hand to restore power, 7,000 National Guard troops from Florida and neighboring states standing ready to help clean up, and 1,600 high-water vehicles for rescues.
This is not just a 48-hour ordeal. This is going to be something that is going to be there for days and weeks and months, and unfortunately, in some circumstances, even years.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.